There is currently a 32 million strong global Indian diaspora navigating a growing disconnect from their cultural and intellectual roots. Historically, India maintained a massive institutional infrastructure for this knowledge. Universities like Nalanda and Takshashila proved that large-scale, multidisciplinary higher education was a primary pillar of the Bhartiya experience. Today, global interest in yoga, classical sciences, and Indian philosophy is surging. Despite this demand, the authentic transmission of this knowledge is failing. The evidence of this failure is physical. Rare Sanskrit and regional language manuscripts are literally disintegrating, leading to the irreversible loss of civilizational intellectual property. In the absence of authentic channels, the digital landscape has become a vacuum filled by non-authentic sources and Western misinterpretations of Eastern thought. The erosion of Indian knowledge systems is not a problem of low demand. It is a catastrophic structural transmission bottleneck. This matrix identifies the 5 specific systemic barriers currently blocking India's intellectual leadership on the global stage. First, a lack of academic structure prevents traditional wisdom from integrating into global, credit-bearing higher education frameworks. Second, a severe teacher shortage halts the potential for diplomatic and cultural exchange. Finally, an infrastructure deficit prevents India from leading the modern digital humanities space, allowing other nations to dominate heritage curation. Project Vedavarsity is the engineered response to these challenges. It merges traditional Gurukula pedagogy with academic frameworks aligned to the National Education Policy 2020. Saving civilizational knowledge at this scale requires the construction of an active digital humanities infrastructure. Vedavarsity converts informal, lineage-based pedagogy into a standardized, digitally auditable curriculum. The model is already operationally mature, currently delivering over 100 live interactive courses and 1,000 hours of studio-recorded HD media. The curriculum architecture consists of a 4-year śāstric program, divided into 14 progressive levels, supported by 7 academic departments. These departments drive specific corporate outcomes. For instance, Arthashastra provides a basis for corporate governance, while Itihasa narratives offer strategic frameworks for crisis management. These modern applications are powered by rigorous linguistic and philosophical data. This manuscript demonstrates the complex grammatical structure required for authentic śāstric study. Standardizing this ancient pedagogy bridges the gap between historical intellectual excellence and the delivery requirements of the 21st century corporate landscape. To bypass geographic barriers, Vedavarsity employs a digital-first scaling strategy that connects learners directly to authentic sources. This global map shows the current reach. We are serving 5,456 active learners across 22 countries and 185 cities. This footprint includes a digital library with over 160,000 visitors and a bi-monthly e-magazine reaching 35,000 global subscribers. To scale subjective evaluation, the platform integrates AI-powered tools capable of qualitative humanities analysis. These systems analyze complex student answers against established śāstric parameters. Simultaneously, the team utilizes a metadata-driven archiving pipeline to systematically rescue and catalog endangered regional language texts. By utilizing AI for subjective grading and metadata for text preservation, the institution creates a digitally auditable environment that enforces traditional Gurukula standards on a global scale. Scaling this ecosystem to 20,000 active learners in Phase 1 requires a funding commitment of 4 crore rupees. The organization achieves high capital efficiency by utilizing a seva-based honorarium for experts, yielding a significantly higher output per rupee than market rate structures. This diagram illustrates the allocation of the 4 crore Phase 1 budget across 5 primary operational pillars. 1.5 crore is designated for technology, specifically for LMS upgrades and the development of AI evaluation tools. Dual 50 lakh allocations target social equity through scholarships and cultural preservation through manuscript rescue projects. Institutional oversight is maintained through a dual-layer governance model. Spiritual and academic integrity are guided by traditional scholars, while professional management is overseen by the Bhaktivedanta Consulting Group. This financial architecture utilizes the traditional Dakṣiṇā principle to create an efficient, socially responsible investment vehicle. Vedavarsity addresses the need for trackable impact, utilization certificates, and fiduciary transparency required by institutional partners. Key performance indicators are tracked quarterly. This dashboard provides real-time visibility into global enrollments, course completion rates, and scholarship distribution. Half-yearly metrics provide vital qualitative data on success, including learner satisfaction scores and the metadata completeness of the digital archives. The project is strictly aligned with Schedule 7 of the Companies Act, specifically fulfilling Clauses 2 for education and 5 for national heritage protection. Valid 12A and 80G registrations ensure that all fund deployment is tax transparent. This framework successfully translates civilizational preservation into mathematically auditable corporate reporting. The roadmap begins with our digital expansion in Phase 1, creating the foundation for thematic research centers in Phase 2. Phase 3 culminates in the transition to a physical center of excellence in Vrindavan, establishing a permanent hub for research and blended learning. This is a strategic invitation to partner with our organization in the construction of a global standard for intellectual governance. True global soft power is rooted in civilizational values, providing ontological clarity required for modern problem-solving. Partnering with Vedavarsity converts vulnerable, unstructured cultural heritage into a permanently protected, globally accessible digital legacy.